Alma mater.
Douglas High, Class of 2020. This is Principal Stewart. I want to congratulate you on accomplishing this milestone in your life in the face of a pandemic. Graduating high school is a huge accomplishment, so don't let anyone take this moment away from you. But remember, this is just a beginning for you, not a stopping point. You are preparing to embark upon a whole new world. You have many more doors to open, goals to accomplish, records to break, and paths to forge. As you endeavor to accomplish all of your personal and professional goals, I want you to continue to strive to be individuals of great character. Be servant leaders. Always seek to gain knowledge so you can make changes to improve your community and the world around you. You are our future. Don't ever underestimate your power. This world can be better because you exist. Remember, resilience is one of the most powerful mechanisms of success. When you do something, do it with all of your might. Put your whole soul into it. Stamp it with your own personality. Be determined, be enthusiastic, be faithful, and follow your heart's desire. Even with the changes that are happening in this world with COVID-19, racial and social unrest, and the uncertainty of a new normal, you will accomplish everything that has been planned for your life. Stay focused, stay strong, stay encouraged. Work hard every day the Douglas way.
That Douglas pride is real. That Douglas what a family feel. A family so, so beautiful. Beautiful. That Douglas pride is real. That Douglas what a family feel. A family so, so beautiful. Beautiful.
I got hope, pocket full of gloves, social distance. No more running through the hallways, dodging Wilkins. Spring break came and went, had to cancel my trips. Teachers missing students, we wondering how you doing through this. Just in case any scholar wanna take advantage, we got lessons we can get you if you really miss it. Crowds of 10 or less with your people, yeah, they say that's fine. But until the Rona beat her over, need 6 feet with mine.
That Douglas pride is real. That Douglas what a family feel. A family so, so beautiful. Beautiful. That Douglas pride is real. That Douglas what a family feel. A family so, so beautiful.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. You're tuning in to our Shelby County Schools virtual graduation ceremony for your school. So let's get to it by hearing from the head of your class, your valedictorian and salutatorian.
Hello. Do you know what it means to be a child? It is to be something very different from the man of today. It is to still have spirit streaming from the waters of baptism. It is to believe in love, to believe in loveliness, to believe in belief. It's the amount of time you spend on something in which it makes it important. You in turn become responsible for whatever it is you have tamed. No one's ever satisfied where he or she is, but all of the children are, because they know what they are looking for, and in a way believe that the amount of time they spend on something is in turn precious. So it becomes dear to them. The children only truly understand the importance of time. They're lucky. I chose this because as a child I felt as if I had all the time in the world. And when you look back, you don't truly realize how much of it you took for granted. Time then felt infinite, but at the beginning of my high school experience, it felt as if it started to dwindle down. My high school years felt so rushed that in the blink of an eye, it would be gone. And that timeless youth that I once had finally ran out. And I'm left with the remains. What I learned is that we invest all this money into thinking we're going to save it. But in the end, we don't know what to do with the time given. We see nothing, we hear nothing, but something's there, and it's glimmering between the cracks of our despair, and it shows itself when needed. However, during the transition, we get lost in the destination. Think of it as boarding an express train called life. We're excited about getting on it and the exposure that comes with it, yet we get distracted in it and miss the lessons that come from the experience. So how does this connect to my high school experience, you may ask? Well, I, just like many other people, got lost. I didn't know where to go, who to be, what to do. The very being of Whitney was destroyed, but it needed to be done because that skin was old It was so worn out that I had to let it go in order to thrive. What I'm getting at here is that I thought I knew who I was, but I discovered that I don't because I kept finding new layers within myself, and I still am. High school is only the beginning. This is a time of youth, a time to mess up and learn from it, to enjoy it, and to thankfully breathe. I'm truly blessed that I was allowed to have that time to breathe, no matter how small that breath was. I was always worried about my future, and I still am. But this year came rushing without relent. I was so involved in everything because at the beginning, I was told to be involved. This is a time to do everything, to separate what you like and dislike, which is true. And while I had fun and enjoyed my new experiences, I got overwhelmed on where to go. Hence the procrastination and activation of my senioritis. I was so tired because I was scared. I let fear eat me alive. It kept hold on to me. It was until now that I finally realized that it's okay to acknowledge fear, but don't let it consume or overpower you. The reason why most are afraid is because they know what they could do. They know they can succeed and do better. They knew that growth was necessary and was growing at a rate that exceeded everyone else's, and got scared at the amount of power that held within themselves. What I've learned is that everyone grows eventually, but the activation process for everyone might start out differently. Not only that, but you should bloom where you're planted, because life doesn't stop for anyone and time waits for no man. However, one must understand that success is rewarding, yet lonely, because sometimes in order for you to get to the top, you have to leave some people behind. What I must say is be mentally prepared for your goals, because when you get them, you may enjoy what you've earned, but you may realize what you've lost. I would like to close on the notion that people change people. It's effective life. This is Whitney Jacob, salutatorian of Douglas High School, class of 2020.
Greetings, administrators, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is with great honor that I have the opportunity to present words as your 2020 class valedictorian. Before I commence my speech, I would like to give thanks to God for being my refuge in times of confusion and frustration. Now, congratulations, we did it. I'm very proud of each one of you. This has been a mixed journey of anxiety, sorrow, doubt, challenges, excitement, and triumphs. This is a huge milestone to accomplish, and I am so glad that I had the opportunity to conquer this journey with you, my fellow classmates. We have worked extremely hard to achieve our greatest triumph yet. Receiving a high school diploma will open the doors to many opportunities in the future. Although this is a huge accomplishment, this end is setting our new beginning. When I first walked into the doors of Douglas High School and was instructed to place my phone into a plastic bucket, I immediately decided I wanted to transfer. My phone was the only familiar thing I held in this unfamiliar school, but I am so glad the thought left my mind as fast as it entered. I have learned a wealth of lessons in that building. Of course, I learned math, science, and English, but I also learned some valuable lessons through tough experiences. I learned failure is a guide to success, always push yourself, and nothing is given to you, but it's earned. Failure is something no one wants to endure. There have been many times when my working efforts were not enough. My attempts let me down. During my idle time, I could only think, what can I do to improve? The trials and errors motivated me to dig a little deeper and discover who I was to become the best. I would not be standing here as your class valedictorian if I had succumbed to my failures. During my freshman year, I received my first C in science. I didn't know how to take this less than excellent grade. During a venture moment with Dr. Tamika Towns, she simply told me, you're in the big league now. You have to keep pushing. This resonated in my head that day forward. I vowed to always push through all obstacles. I know it will keep me grounded as I continue to strive through life. Lastly, nothing is given to you, but it's earned. A very important lesson taught to me by my former cheer coach, Jamila Lee Hill. We have performed in many games and competitions, but preparing for the 2019 cheerleading nationals can still be felt deep down in my muscles. There was not a practice leading up to the competition that we did anything less than our best. We went full out every time, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This league made it clear to us, just because you deserve something doesn't mean it would just be given to you. You must earn it. Luckily, all of their hard work paid off since we won first place in our cheer division. Lao Tzu once stated, new beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. This is definitely a painful task to do. I never imagined myself having to say goodbye to some of the best days of my life. We have solved this high school puzzle and now must take on an even larger puzzle with smaller pieces called life. While some enter college, others may join the military or enter the workforce, I encourage you to remember those key lessons to solve life's many puzzles. On behalf of the Douglas High class of 2020, I would like to thank our parents, guardians, teachers, administrators, and any other supporters that helped us get to this point. Again, congratulations, we did it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we introduce your graduating class of 2020. Gabriel Charles Amidas Brittman, Fatwa Ali Al-Amari, Deanna Anderson, Keon LaShawn Arnold, Kiana Lachey Arnold, Royce D. Atkins, Vomisha Danielle Beverly, Michaela Amia Bishop, Todd Tyrone Blackman, Asia Mache Brady, Rodney E. Bridgewater, Dermon Quintavious Briggs, Caleb V. Brown, Covian K. Brown, Detriana Brown, Elisha Yarnell Brown, Amaya Lynn Buford, Angel Raquel Campbell, Miracle Cannon, Ephraim Castro, Tavania Danielle Chalmers, Dominique Hope Collier, Heaven D. Collier, Jalen Javon Kennard, Charity Alonze Cooper, Lisbeth Nava Coronado, Osby S. Cox, Eric DeLeante Kraut, Tamarian Deshaun Fair, Dante Dwayne Davis, Eric R. Davis, Terry Norfleet Davis, Naya Nicole Douglas, Lavana Lynn Douglas, Zariah Imani Earl, Marquavius K. Edwards, Ashley Kiana Fentress, Miracle Elise Fentress, Aliyah Roshana Fitzpatrick, Joshua Christopher Franklin, Anaya Kaylin Freeman, Camiracle Lakia Futrell, Curtirical Latrielle Futrell, Tyranesia Latasha Gillum, Janacia C. Good, Antoinette L. Goodman, Deja D. Grayson, Kenesha Green, Caleb A. Harden, Caleb Aubrey Harden, Dennis F. Harris, Shate Harris, Stephen Lamar Harris, Yate Harris, Jalen Alterion Hobson, Kiana Kelshay Horton, Brianna L. Houston, Kateria Donnell Howard, Vontavious Lee Hurd, Inya A. Ingram, Taylor K. Jackson, Jalen James, Jason James, Alethea C. Johnson, Devontae D. Johnson, Jeremiah U. Johnson, Tyree Johnson, John D. Jones, Philip Dwayne Jones, Victoria L. Jones, Antoinisha Lashanae Smith, Damia M. Lewis, Zariah Brian Lewis, Tehran Danye Lishman, Precious M. Lyons, LaQuinn Kenshawn Macon, Brittany Malone, Jeremy Monsebo, Candace Martin, Ashley Denise Mason, Kenya D. McNeil, Cecilia Oriana Mejia Mendez Miller, Daniel Marquise Mitchell, Siriaco Moctezuma, Kiana Moody, Del Rosary Tina Mae Moore, Jasmine C. Moore, Gabriela Morales, Kevin Morales, Casey Dean Morris, Robert D. Morton, Chanisa Lachelle Newby, Terica M. Patterson, Lawrence T. Patton, Derica Denise Pegram, Texas Poindexter, Samaria Polk, Martavius L. Poole, Lashanti L. Pryor, Janet Keano, Tamietta L. Redmond, Damon DeAndre Richardson, Eric D. Richardson, Devion Robinson, Tierra LaShonda Roby, Edarius Rogers, Amaya LaRae Rooks, Isidro Salazar, Kendrick Kavan Salton, Quarry B. Shannon, Terry Shaw, Madison Marie Singleton, Destiny Deshae Smith, Jaquan T. Stafford, Trinity Shanice Stanfield, Kernico D. Taylor, Sincere D. Taylor, Jalen Keanu Thomas, Radale Tashawn Todd, Jayla S. Townsend, Jatwan L. Walker, Anteria N. Wallace, Michael C. Ward, Jordan Keyshawn Washington, Terica L. Washington, Darius T. Watson, Jamario L. Wilkins, Jasmine Cherie Williams, Martrell X. Williams, Paulisha A. Williams, Gabrielle Willis, Tyler James Wilson, Travante B. Wimberly, Sequoia Camille Woodley, Whitney M. Jacob, Fatima Naranjo Zendajas.
Graduates, congratulations on accomplishing this major milestone in your life. I firmly believe the best is yet to come. Through thick and thin, you have persevered and have shown overwhelming support and love for your fellow classmates, your schools, and your community. For that, I am eternally grateful. You are truly SCS Senior Strong. Stay safe and know that no matter what, you will achieve your dreams. Now is the time we've all been waiting for, the conferring of diplomas.
Hello, I am Commissioner Green, and I represent District 2. Today it is my privilege to congratulate the class of 2020 for your accomplishments and for all of your hard work. By the powers invested in me by the state of Tennessee and the Shelby County School Board of Education, I hereby award and confer your degrees and your diplomas to you. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Well, there you have it. And I certainly hope that you're donning those beautiful caps and gowns this afternoon, because in a matter of moments, we're going to do something very special. Now, remember, hard work is the yeast that raises the dough. Let's go. Move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your cap. Did it? You are officially an alumni of Shelby County Schools and your high school. Congratulations, 2020. And remember, even a mosquito doesn't get a slap on the back until it starts to work.